Hi everyone, Velvet here, and I have some stories for you today. But before we get started, can you please do me a huge favor and like, comment, and subscribe? It'll help the channel out and it'll get you more videos like this. Let's get to it. And our first one is from Educational Fox 9040. Am I in the wrong for expecting my friend to sleep in a separate room at my apartment? I, a 33-year-old female, spend most of my holidays/long weekends with a friend, Chris, a 33-year-old male. It's a fake name. Chris is an old friend from elementary school. I've known him all my life. He lives out of state. Lately, some personal concerns have made it difficult, rather inadvisable for me to travel long distances, so I can't visit him. But instead, I just fly him in and out half the times, and he flies on his own dime half the time, so we still see each other often enough. Earlier, I lived in a studio apartment, single room kitchen bathroom, so whenever Chris came over, it was always me on the bed, him on the couch, or vice versa. I'm perfectly comfortable on the couch. It folds out, it's adequately firm. I prefer a firmer bedding, and works just fine. I even fall asleep on the couch while on my own sometimes. Recently, I have moved to a one-bedroom apartment. It's bigger and more suitable for me since I frequently have family and friends over from out of town. Chris came over this weekend, and I put him up in the bedroom. The jet lag makes it difficult for him to wake up as early as I do, and I need the kitchen in the morning, which is attached to the living room. Chris was shocked when I asked him to sleep alone. I have no idea why, because he lives alone in his own apartment and is used to being alone, traveling alone, etc., etc. I took the couch and crashed almost immediately. He came out in the middle of the night asking me if I could share the bed with him, or if we could move to the couch to the bedroom, or if he could come over to sleep on the couch next to me. I refused. He argued, saying we always slept in the same room. I told him we could hang out in the morning, but I needed my own space and could finally afford it. He went back inside and slammed the door. I have no idea what made him so upset. He doesn't have nighttime anxiety or anything like that, or at least he didn't up until a couple months ago when he last visited. I knocked on the room door so we could talk, but he refused to unlock it. He took the first fly out this morning and has been incommunicado since then. Was it really such a big deal? Was I wrong? How do I fix this? You want to hear my theory, OP? I think he was trying to get some, and I think he got mad because since you guys aren't in the same room, he knew there was no chance he was probably going to get some, or little to no chance because you're in a completely different room. And I think, because, oh, let's sleep in the same bed, or can I sleep out on the couch with you, or can we pull the couch into the room? So he slept just fine in the old place because you guys were in the same room, and I think that made him feel like there's a chance. There's a chance that I could get some right now, because we're in the same room. At least that's my theory. Let me look in the comments and see what other people think. Oh, and before that, if my theory is correct, he is just pissed that he wasn't able to get some, and he was like, screw this, I'm gonna get out of here ASAP. I know people say, "Oh my God, that's my friend. He's just my friend." No, well, most of the time when guys want to be friends, they're trying to get some. I'm just saying, that's how it is, orbiters and whatnot. But let's go look in the comments, see if I find anything. Yeah, I didn't find much of anything in the comments. It's about pretty much what I'm saying. So OP, no, you're not in the wrong. I don't know if that friendship is still going to exist. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. But yeah, OP, not in the wrong. And our next one comes from LowBear5631. Am I wrong for telling my sister to stop talking about Pride Month? I, a 23-year-old male, have always been close to my younger sister, a 19-year-old female. We grew up in a tight-knit family, and despite our age difference, we've always shared a strong bond. Lately, however, things have been a bit strained between us. She recently came out as bisexual, and I've been supportive in my own way. I attended her coming out party. I've had her back when she faced backlash from extended family members, and I've tried to be there for her. I love her dearly and want to support her as my sister. With Pride Month coming up, she has been particularly enthusiastic about participating in various events, including the local Pride Parade. She's asked me if I wanted to go with her, and I politely declined. The truth is, I really don't support the LGBT community. It's not that I'm against it, I just don't care about those issues personally. I support her because she's my sister, but beyond that, it's not something I'm passionate about. For the past few weeks, she's been relentless, constantly bringing up the parade and trying to pursue me in going. She sent me text messages with parade details, tagged me in posts about the event, and bringing it up every time we talked. I appreciate her enthusiasm, but it was starting to feel overwhelming and a bit like she wasn't respecting my boundaries. Last week, she brought it up again while we were having dinner at our parents' house. I try to explain that while I fully support her as my sister, I just don't feel comfortable participating in those events. When I told her this, she got upset and accused me of not being a true ally and not caring about her or her cause. Man, I hate this crap. I'm the same way as you. If you're cool with me, I'm cool with you. I don't care who you're with, what's going on between your legs. I don't care. If you're cool, you're cool. If you're not cool, get away from me. That's the way it is. And that's why I see this stuff as kind of a cult. You saw that? He's showing her love, he's having her back. You know what I mean? When you love someone, you don't give a crap about stuff like that. That's the person you care about. So he has his sister's back, and like a cult, since he's not doing everything she wants and participating in everything. Oh, you're not a true ally. Yeah, I don't need to be an ally. That's some weird stuff to me, man. Like I said, if you're cool, you're cool. And she was cool, but she seems to be drinking the Kool-Aid. But back to it. In frustration, I snapped and told her to leave me alone and stop talking about Pride Month. I said I had enough and that she was pushing me too hard. She looked hurt, got up, and left the table. Since then, she stopped talking to me entirely. She doesn't respond to my messages or calls, and when I've seen her around, she avoids me. To be honest, I don't feel guilty. I feel like I set a responsible boundary, and she wasn't respecting it. I believe that being a supportive brother doesn't mean I have to do everything she wants, especially when it makes me uncomfortable. I still support her as my sister, just not the way she wants me to. Yeah, OP, what you said to me is what I believe is personally reasonable. You can support someone, but that doesn't mean you have to do every single thing with them. Personally, I'm not a crowds guy. I'm not going to go to parades. I also don't like parades either. So you could feel the same way. And I have friends who are gay, straight, all that. And the gay ones are like not doing any of that pride crap. They don't care. They got lives to lead. That who you're attracted to is such a small part of you. And it's really sad that a lot of people nowadays seem to be making that the only thing about them. I don't care who you're attracted to. I care about you. What's up with you? How are you doing? I mean, like a normal person. I don't care about your skin color. I care about how you treat me, how we talk to each other. I care about the person. I don't care about that one tiny thing about you. There's so much that makes a human being. And sadly, nowadays, people only want to focus on such frivolous and small, tiny little details that don't mean anything in the grand scheme of things. You know what I mean? Who a person attracted to doesn't make a person a good person or a bad person, in my eyes. So, OP, no, you're not in the wrong. And like you said, you're supporting her. Doesn't mean you have to do every single thing with her. What you're saying makes sense to me. And our third one is from Grapefruit Possible 25. Am I in the wrong for not letting my sister's boyfriend move in with us? My sister, Emily, a 25-year-old female, has been dating her boyfriend, Thomas, a 26-year-old male. For about a year now, they seem happy together, and I don't have any issues with them. However, a situation has arisen that's causing some tension in our family. I, a 20-year-old female, own a 2-bedroom apartment. I bought it a couple years ago and have been living there alone, enjoying my space and independence. A few months ago, Emily ran into some financial difficulties and asked me if she can move in with me temporarily while she gets back on her feet. I agreed because it's my sister, and I wanted to help her out. Emily has been staying with me for 3 months now. Recently, she approached me with a request. She asked if Thomas can move in with us, because he's having trouble finding an affordable place to live. She argued that since I'm already letting her stay, having Thomas move in wouldn't be a big deal. How is that not a big deal? She is your sister. You grew up with her. You know what I mean? You know that person. Yeah, she's known him for a year, but you don't know him. That's a stranger just being asked to come live in your house. But back to the story. I told her no, the apartment is my space, and I'm already making a significant adjustment by having a roommate when I was used to living alone. Adding another person, especially someone who is not family, would be too much for me. I also don't know Thomas that well, and I'm uncomfortable with the idea of living with him. Emily didn't take my refusal well. She accused me of being selfish and unsupportive. Emily, you gave her a place to stay. That's extremely unselfish and very supportive. OP, I'd be like, get the hell out if you want to start being rude to me under my own roof. But back to it, saying that I'm making things harder for her and Thomas during a tough time. No, you're not. How about her and Thomas get together and go buy or rent their own place if they want, if they gotta be together so bad. But again, back to it. She pointed out that it's my apartment and I have every right to decide who lives there, but she feels like I'm not being compassionate. Now, there's a lot of tension in the apartment, and I'm starting to feel guilty. On one hand, I want to help my sister, but on the other hand, I don't want to compromise my own comfort and peace of mind. So, am I in the wrong for refusing to let my sister's boyfriend move in with us? First of all, OP, you shouldn't feel guilty. You were doing her a huge favor, and you're still helping your sister, your blood. Helping him won't help her. He needs to figure out his own thing, or she needs to get out of your apartment and move in with him, or they need to put their money together, something to find a place to live, because that is not your obligation. That is a stranger she's asking to move into your house. You don't know anything about this guy. And there are situations where she won't be there and it'll be you there, and it's going to get real awkward, and you shouldn't have to deal with that crap in your own house. So, P, no, you're not the wrong. And I would tell her, if you're going to make my life hell like this, or make me feel like this is my own home, get out. Get out, because no, you're not bringing in some stranger in my house. OP, not in the wrong. Thank you for making it to the end of the video with me. And can you please do what I said in the beginning? And like, comment, and subscribe. It really and truly does help the channel out. It helps it grow, and it helps to get more videos like this. Velvet out.